Let's see how it goes. I'm not the most, I'm having issues, I'll put it to you that way.
No, that's fine.
So, I have contacted my IT person, aka my niece, and she's trying to walk her 50-year-old uncle through the process of setting one up. But that's cool. So you went all the way to Connecticut?
Yeah, from here all the way to Connecticut, and then my grandma was about to pass away, and
sorry to hear that.
Some other issues, so I ended up making the decision to get off the trail, and
yeah,
it was the right decision.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm out here.
So now you're back.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Good for you.
You gotta finish what you started.
So you're going all the way then?
Yeah.
Did you think about starting in Connecticut again, or?
I thought about it, but then it's not. I mean, official through hikes.
Understood.
About what time did you start? 17.
I started the end of June.
End of June.
Yeah.
We might have crossed paths.
I'm sure we did at some point. When did you come off in Connecticut?
I got off in July 20th.
Oh yeah, I wasn't down that far yet.
Oh no?
No.
Okay.
I don't think. I'd have to go back and look. It's so weird, when you finish, you were hiking. The days never, you never know what day it is.
Right.
I didn't anyway. It was.
Is it as climatic as finishing down here as you think it is up in Thailand?
I saw, because you got this real unique perspective of the Southbounder, because when you start, you're seeing people finishing. I did. There was 5 guys that finished the day I went up Katahdin. And you feel their excitement. You see it in their eyes and everything. The excitement they have. And I thought, man, I hope I have that. My thought was, if I'm lucky enough to finish, I wonder if I feel the same way. Because that same question is, Katahdin is a lot nicer than Springer on the finish for sure. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But yeah, you feel the same thing.
Okay.
It is. It's honestly, I had all the same emotions going through me as they did. So yeah, it was really, it's special either way. But I will say this: the northbound finish, Katahdin was one of those spots that it was my favorite place on the trail.
Right.
It's just.
I mean, the videos, pictures I always see, it's just gorgeous.
I don't know. There's a feeling that comes over you when you go up to the top of that thing that you just don't get anywhere else. Now, there's a lot of special spots on the trail for sure, but that's the spot that captured my heart. I don't know, it's almost like a religious experience. You can feel the.
No, I completely agree on that.
Yeah, you can feel
the whole trip, like what I did. I mean, it changed me.
Yeah, absolutely, it definitely changed you. Yeah, I think anybody that gets out there and does, as far as you hiked or anybody hiked, you finish the trail or get halfway through the trail, whatever it is, you do months in the woods, it definitely changes you. You can't help but get changed. It helps you a lot, for the better.
Well, I'm so excited to get back out here.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I've got that itch again. When I finished, I had a lot of friends of mine and family members ask me if I was gonna go do the PCT the following year, and I was just like, at the time I was like, I'm pretty good. I don't think I'll do another long trail, but last year, seeing everybody coming out kind of
made you want to get it back out there?
Yeah, it got me a little itch going. I'm not gonna lie.
They had a brutal weather.
Oh, it's horrible last year.
It's horrible.
Yeah, no, the northbounders and the southbounders I even talked to said they had some pretty bad weather, because they were coming through it with the hurricane that hit North Carolina and all that. So yeah, there was bad weather. But the northbounders last year had it a lot worse than probably years before. I don't know, 2017. just talking to the northbounders I talked to on the trail, they seem to have pretty rough through the Smokies. So I don't know, but it rained a lot.
It really did. I was following most of them. I mean, a lot of them.
Yeah. If you didn't want to hike in the rain last year, you didn't want to hike, really. You know how it is. You get on the trail. A lot of guys hear rain and they're looking for the next shelter or the next get out.
Yep.
So last year it would have taken you forever if you came off the trail every time it rained.
17, it was like the best weather that you could probably ask for.
I got rained on through the entire 100 mile and then a handful of times after that.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. We were really lucky with the weather we had. I had great weather through the Whites.
Yeah, when I went through
incredible.
the Smokies, it didn't snow. It was okay for the Smokies.
Yeah.
I expected worse. And then we got the hot springs and it snowed for the first time.
Oh wow.
And it got in single digits for about a week, but that was the worst weather
Yeah.
we had.
Yeah, I heard they had that little late snow.
Yeah.
And a lot of, I guess that's the guys I was talking with a lot. They come through the Smokies during that snow. So, or it rained on them through there. And me being a Tennessee native, that's kind of my first question. How'd you like the Smokies? And everybody's like, it sucked. I was like, oh, that stinks. So, yeah.
How hard is it to get to Springer from here? Because I'm planning on having him drop me off.
Yeah.
We're hiking back to the
You're hiking back?
Yeah.
You're hiking the southbound on the approach?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you'll see it. It's this way, going this way, this is the Nimblewell Church direction is the fastest way to get up there.
Okay.
The road's not in a horrible shape. It's in a lot better shape than it was at the beginning of last year. But you can also go the opposite way and go up off of I'll think of the name of the road, but anyway, you can go up that way and it's about 6.5 miles up to the parking lot this way. It's just a longer road drive over there.
Worst comes to worst, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Amicalola or the Georgia ATC have directions on it. I've seen it on one of those websites. It's Skeena Gap Road is the road that you get up. And it's a sign that says Springer Mountain, I think 6.6 miles. It's a Forest Service road is what you turn on, which is gravel, but it's right across from a church. There's a couple rough spots on that side. Up here, I haven't been up Springer this way, and it's been a bit. Been coming up from the 42 side down near Woody Gap area, and it's not bad up all the way up through there. There's always a couple of spots that hadn't been. I don't know road-wise if they know how to grade it. I don't think you really can. It's just a couple of rough spots, but nothing crazy.
When you went through, did you meet anyone named that was going northbound, named Balls or Sparky or Stealth? Stealth was an older gentleman, about 72 years old.
I don't think so. It's hard to
remember.
Yeah, there's so many
when
people. You're meeting so many people, right? And you stop, chit chat here and there, but they don't stand out. I've met a lot of. It seemed like more northbounders that we met were closer midway through the Whites, and then afterwards, that's when you started really running into them. You'd hit we hit the guys. Not that they weren't Shaws. There was a ton of northbounders there. There was quite a few people at Shaws when I got out of the 100 miles, so that was pretty cool. So when did you start?
I started February 16th. Started a little bit earlier this year.
spot you're looking forward to seeing?
Of course, McAfee's knob again.
Yeah.
And then I'm really looking forward to getting to the hostel Woods Hole. I don't know if you stayed there. Up in,
I don't think so.
What is it? It's at their shit. I can't remember what town. But it's a very nice hostel. I mean, everything's, they're self-sufficient there and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very nice.
No, I didn't.
Did you stop at Bob Peoples?
No.
I did. He's a great guy. Let's just keep it that.
Yeah, I've heard some people talk about it. So. Now I was trying to think. I hiked with a guy from Vermont to Damascus together, and so we would go into town, once a week, hang out. We stayed at a lot of hotels. We just split it, and then in Virginia actually in Pennsylvania, at where they do the half-gallon challenge.
Yeah.
We met another guy. He was a southbounder, and his trail name was Switchback, and he was doing the 4-state challenge, and he was trying to get us to do it with him.
Did he accomplish it?
Yeah, he got it. He did what is it, the Connecticut or New Jersey challenge, where you do it in one day.
Okay.
I was blown away by that. Yeah, he was a really cool guy. So we ended up meeting him there for the first time, and then we met him again in Virginia right after the priest. And so we ended up hiking. Us three ended up hiking from there to Damascus together.
How was that hike coming out of was it the preacher?
The priest coming up
yeah.
it.
Going southbound, going down to northbound. I mean, it's a steep hike and it's long.
Yeah, I mean, heck, as a southbounder, you didn't get any of the climbs. Like, I don't know, you feel after you get through Maine and New Hampshire, you pretty much realize, all right, I've done the 2 hardest states. Not that any of it's easy, because it's certainly not. It's funny, I met a gentleman that was finishing his hike this year up on Springer, and when we got up there, I was hiking with another gentleman, and when we got up there, he passed us on the trail, and then we got up there, there was a group of ladies from the hike-in. They had hiked up there at the top of Springer, and he was treated like a rock star, and they were asking him about the trail and this and that, and he's like, oh, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, that's nothing. And I looked at him and I was like, no, don't believe anything he's saying. And they were like, really? I was like, that guy's a through hiker. He's already hiked 2,000 something miles. I mean, nothing to him is that difficult anymore. But yeah, I thought the priest was really cool coming up. It wasn't as bad as, when you're looking at your guidebook, you're like, right. Oh my God. But it wasn't, I don't know. I told everybody on the trail too, when anybody said, it wasn't that bad, they're lying. It sucked.
I liked the shelter there. It wasn't a bad shelter. It had those rivers going through it.
And then the log book is your confession on the trail.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Reading some of those is pretty entertaining. So yeah, if you all you north and southbounders, even if you're not going to stay there, stop and read a few of the little entries there. It's pretty good read. So this part of the road is in probably really good shape. This is maintained by the city.
Okay.
And then once you cross the little bridge up here, it becomes Forest Service.
Yeah, it's better than a logging road.
So where are you from?
We're from North Chicago.
Cool.
Just got done having polar vortex.
Yeah. How was that?
It was brutal.
Well, the Eskimos had sympathy.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I was watching the news and I was like, God, I'm glad I'm not there.
Those wind chills were
Brutal.
bone chilling.
So I guess nobody went outside.
My dog could barely be outside for.
I can only imagine.
car started.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. So when did y'all come down? Did it take you a long time to drive?
We started last Saturday, and we've been making our way down slowly, just enjoying ourselves. We
That's
stayed
cool.
in Gatlinburg for 2 days, went up to the Appalachian Trail there at Newfound Gap, and
Awesome.
walked around a little bit.
So they had 441 open. They've been shut
Yeah,
down. That
surprisingly.
road. Yeah, I was. My brother-in-law and I had a big hike planned after Christmas up there. We were going to do a three-day hike around Mount LeConte, some different trails up there, and they shut it down. High winds. They had gusts up to 70 miles an hour up there.
Oh, criminy, don't fly kite.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy.
I'm really hoping this weather holds out the way it's been, like really warm.
Yeah, you never know up here. Every time I look at the weather forecast, it changes, so you never know what you're going to get. Like they say up here, you want the weather to change, wait 10 minutes. It hadn't been bad, though.
No, I think
And
tomorrow's
this-
supposed to be in like almost 70s.
Yeah, it's going to get warm,
Yeah.
and it'll definitely cool off at some point. But this rain, it's just not raining.
Better than snow.
Absolutely.
Are the winters down here brutal?
Not too bad. I mean, it gets cold. Like it's been up until this point. It's been a little chilly. And then a couple weeks ago, it was getting down into the teens and 20s.
Okay.
But not too bad. This year we haven't had really any snow to talk about. Last year we had
Yeah.
we had a foot that hit right around the beginning of December, and that was really cool. And then you had the snow, what was it, late March or April? They had 2 or 3 inches that dropped on the guys up here hiking. It was brutal. But you will get a little cold snap that hits in March and April. So the road's not that bad so far, right?
It's not horrible. So what do you do for a living?
This is it.
This is it? Good place to be doing it.
Yeah, it is. My wife and I moved up here at the end of March. Well, not March, probably 2017. And I flew to Maine at the end of June and hiked home. And I had some people want me to come to work for them down in Atlanta. And I was, like you, trail grabbed me and was trying to think of what I could do to stick around the trail and I'm not going to get rich doing what I do. I know that. But I don't know. It gives me a way to talk to interesting people. And
No, once you get that hiking
Hikers.
in you, you just want to talk about hiking all the time. And
yeah, it is. That's one of the things I thought about when I started getting the idea to do the YouTube thing. Is I thought back on all the conversations I had, and it's probably if you listen to me, it's probably a lot of the same stuff, just reiterated over and over again. But it is special.
Something
man.
you can't explain to people unless they experience.
Nah, there's a whole lot of truth in that. So what, did you register yesterday?
Yeah.
What was
64.
your number? 64. Okay. I'm amazed by people that start as early as you're doing.
Well, like in February, or in 2017 when I first started,
Yeah.
I didn't want to be in that bubble.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why I started early. I'm not the big party person. And
No, I
so the
wasn't.
Big bubble is.
We weren't either on the trail. I don't know. Somebody said Southlanders tend to be a little different that way. Maybe not. I know plenty of people that, toted out beers and this and that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I definitely toted out some beers, but I never did. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We never did.
Oh, you asked me what else what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Devil's Backbone.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I can't wait to go there. I like that place. That's a good brewery.
Yeah. Yeah, we hitched down into the brewery, southbound. Like, where's that? I can't remember the little town down there.
I can't remember the town. It's in Virginia though.
Yeah. No, they did. Is it Charlottesville?
I can't remember.
Anyway. Yeah, we went there. We also went to the Yingling Brewery in Pottsdale, PA. That was pretty cool.
I didn't go there.
If you go to the hostel there, it's called the Rockin' Soul Hostel.
I've been there.
They'll
I like
give
that
you
place. That's
yeah,
a
oh
really good place.
yeah, that Craig and
I
Junior.
think I think that's because the dad's a sheriff, right? Or he's
Yeah,
about
he
to be
retired
Yeah.
State police, I guess.
I
guess
stayed
that's
there
what
in
they call it.
17. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll take you in there if you get a group.
Okay.
And then there was four or five of us that went in there. It was cool. Actually, I'm not I don't hate England. It's just I'm kind of a beer guy, so it's not my favorite. But it was cool going through the brewery and seeing the tour and the history behind it.
Right.
They've got they've got this bar in the brewery that's unbelievable. So old, antique bar. Looks like it came out of the Old West. It's really cool looking. So yeah, we went there. So check that one out too. It's not bad. It's not like Devil's Backbone.
No, I mean Devil's Backbone's a different kind of experience. I mean, they got
That place was booming when we were there. It was
Yeah.
like they were building all kinds of stuff out there. They had a free concert going on.
so much
Probably,
land.
yeah, it's beautiful. They had a concert that was going to be going on the weekend after we were there. You know, we'd had to take a week zero to stay, but, so we kept on going. That would have been cool to come across that while you're on the trail. That would have been awesome. So did you hit trail days, or did you stay away from it?
I stayed away from trail days. The group I was with, all of us had no interest in going. I might go this year though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
I'd be interested in going. I didn't think I would be, because like you said, it looks like it's
You didn't go either?
no. I mean southbound we started, after it. But,
Yeah, that's true.
one of the guys I hiked with, he went switchback, ended up going. He said it was great.
Switchback. It sounds so familiar, but
Yeah, I think
southbounding,
I think
right?
everybody's got a switchback or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, he was dude, that guy, unbelievable. I could not keep up with him going uphill to save my life. That dude was like a freaking freight train going up. So did you hike with a group, you said?
Yeah, we had about 6 people in our group. It dwindled down to about like 3, and then we had a couple more people, so around 6 people we kept.
Were y'all hiking together, or just happened
No,
to
I
be?
mean we'd meet at
I got you.
wherever we were gonna meet.
That's cool. Yeah, it's always nice to have somebody.
Yeah, and it's great to see the group at the end of the day and
Yeah.
go into
Yeah.
town, split a hotel, and
Yep. Yeah, we did a lot of that. We did a lot of getting into town.
that's
Even
one
if
of the
we
best
weren't
experience.
staying, we'd just go into town. After a while, when you're hiking, you've hiked however many miles. It wasn't about, hey, I'm going to go do 20 or 28 miles today. It's really, you just hike faster.
Right.
So even if you're doing a 20-something mile day, you're about halfway through the day, you realize, well, I can hitch a ride into this town and hang out, or I can get to where I was going to stay and hang out for 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
So we always opted to go into town. And if nothing else, get free calories is what I call them. Calories I'm not toting around on my back.
Right, exactly.
I mean, yeah, it costs me some money, but they're free calories the way I look at it.
Lighter bag.
Heck yeah. So we did a lot of that. And it was interesting too because you had to see a lot of the areas around the trail. So
I'm excited for the winter to be over and sitting in my winter gear.
yeah, I bet. So what are you thinking? I'm just curious about, I mean, obviously you hiked it 2017, this whole part, so you know about when you need to get rid of it?
It was right after that
Hot
cold spell
spring.
we got, so a little bit after Hot Springs we got rid of it. Definitely keeping it for the Smokies.
Yeah, I tell the guys that ask me, I was like, well, I would definitely have my winter stuff through the Smokies, and then, you know, after that, it's kind of hit or miss.
We almost got rid of it in Hot Springs, and then we looked at the radar and it said we were going to have a cold spell. I was like, oh, we got to keep it a little bit longer.
Yeah. So what do you have?
For what?
Cold-wise?
Well, my bag is about 41 pounds, but that's also because I have my dog and I have his food, and for the first week I'll be carrying his stuff. But for like winter stuff, I have a sleeping bag for him, and I'll definitely be getting rid of that when it gets warmer.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I do have a 15 degree sleeping bag.
Okay.
I went with 32 last time. It got chilly.
Yeah, I had a 25 degree bag.
So that sleeping bag, since it's 15, I didn't have to bring a lot of extra layers.
That's true.
So that's gonna help me out a lot. But then he's got boots, but once like I said, the winter goes away, those will be going away too. The only reason I have his boots is in case it gets icy.
Gotcha. So did you have him with you in 2017?
No, this is a whole new adventure with him.
Oh yeah,
He's my biggest concern right now.
Yeah. I would think that adds a whole different element that, I don't know, it would be harder maybe because you got to carry some extra weight, but it'd be also really cool to have a companion.
First week, like I said, I'll be carrying most of his stuff. He'll have a day's or two worth of food on him.
Yeah.
But his bag won't get more than 12 pounds.
I got you. So what are you going with, dehydrated dog food or?
Yeah. And then he's from an organization, and the organization supported him the whole way.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And he's a service dog, so you don't have to worry about the Smokies or anything.
No, I don't have to worry about the Smokies. I mean, I got everything I think I need. I mean, I've got what documentation I need, and then I also got like the shots records. And they wanted to know that.
Yeah, I didn't know. That's a good point. I wouldn't know what they needed.
It was funny because when we were at Newfound Gap
a
couple days ago, we were hiking a little bit on the trail. Some lady kind of yelled at us, and I was like, "He's a service dog," and she gave me the dirtiest look. So I expect to have a lot of issues going through there.
There's so many people that just
most of them don't know. They just don't know.
Well, they don't. They just assume.
They assume.
They don't take the time to just ask a simple question. They just want to bark like they're the law. I don't get that.
Well, you can't fault them too much. They're looking out for the trail, and that's a big thing, and they're looking out for the environment. I mean, I don't know the reasons why you can't bring dogs to the Smokies, but
yeah, I think it's a national park thing. Shenandoahs are the same way, right?
no, Shenandoahs, they don't care.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just assumed that it was the same.
It's Smokies and Baxter that you got to worry about with dogs.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do, Katad?
What's that?
Are you gonna take him up Katad?
Oh yeah.
I'm just curious because that's be a different climb.
Probably me
middle
too.
section.
Yeah, if I have to carry him a little bit, I'll pick him up on the rocks.
And you got the notch
Yeah.
too, the Mahoosuc notch. So
Yeah, I've heard about that, but I mean, for a little bit, I don't know if you ran into a couple named Wick and Kite Coo. They were hiking with their dog, and they did the whole thing with their dog too. Besides the last part, but
I mean, I met a guy that was called housekeeping, and he had a dog, and he and his dog did the whole thing. So I know it can be done.
I've heard dogs do better than humans. So
yeah, I just think that middle section through Katahdin, that big rock, the boulder field,
the notch and everything, like you were saying.
Yeah,
That's what I mean, I'll worry about it when I get there, but
yeah, I hear you.
we'll make it through.
I mean, it's not like it's a race anyway.
No. I think it's going to make it easier and harder for me to get a hitch too.
Yeah.
You know, dog lovers will probably pick me up, but
yeah, I don't know, man. The people I think that are, you know, around it, they really don't care. I wouldn't think. The real people behind the trail or around the trail.
exactly.
It would never faze me to pick somebody up that had a ham. Yeah, it might get you a hitch easier, actually. For sure. So what do you run into a lot of trail magic?
No, actually, the first Unicoi Gap was the first place I did run into trail magic when I was on it. Other than that, I think I ran into it like twice. We did run into a lady that let us stay at her house. That was in Virginia, so that was really cool.
That is cool.
But for trail magic, I mean, starting this early, you don't.
No, yeah,
run into
for
it too
sure.
much.
But I didn't know it.
I'm sure you did, right?
No, I mean southbounders, we don't get near the trail magic that northbounders get. I think it really kind of, it's different trail magic too. It's like coming out of New Hampshire, Hanover,
Yeah.
and coming through Norwich, Vermont. The people there, because you do this pretty long road walk out of there,
Yeah.
the people there would set up little stuff out at the end of their driveway for us. That was really cool. And it was, we got, the first trail magic we got was banana bread, and the mom and her daughter, and the little girl couldn't have been 5 years old, if that, and she waved out to us, and I thought that was really cool. So we got to, you know, that was awesome, because we got to thank somebody for the trail magic, and then there was some people leaving cooler here or there, and you get a little of that.
Right.
Vermont, and I wish I knew the spot in Vermont we were in. We actually were headed down the trail, and a northbounder was coming up the trail, and he was like, hey man, there's some trail magic down there. It's awesome. And so we come out of the woods to this parking lot, you know, like a little gravel parking lot, and there's nobody there. And I was like, oh dude, that's kind of wrong, you know? So the guy I was hiking with, he was like, dude, this is going to be a really hard hitch, but there's a general store down there that we could go to and grab a burger since there's no trail magic here. And I was like, that sounds good. So I was like, he goes, we'll just give it 10 or 15 minutes. He goes, we're probably going to end up having to hike. And I was like, that's cool. So we had a thumb out for a little bit, and then we decided to sit down and get some water. And so I heard this vehicle coming down the gravel road there, and I just threw a thumb up in the air. I didn't even look at it, and the guy stopped and goes, hey, come on in. I was like, God, that's awesome. So we hitched in, and then coming out, we ended up having to hike most of the way out of there, probably 2 or 3 miles. And then this lady picked us up for the last half mile. And so she dropped us off at that parking lot. And I had no idea the trail turned up that little gravel road and then turned back in the woods. We were a little confused. So we figured it out. Up at the top of that hill on that gravel road was all the trail magic. And this dude had a spread. It looked just like the stuff you see down here. I mean, it was burgers, hot dogs, you name it. He had it going on. And so we stopped there and ate as well. But it was awesome.